Hi everyone. So we have heard about Chanchal Chowdhury so much recently, so
Hmm.
much from movie Hawa and his appearances in Hawa and I mean that song and
Monpura
other
as well.
songs, Shada Shada Kala Kala Monpura,
Hmm.
right? And people have been telling us that how amazingly versatile he is.
Hmm.
So because of that, we have been, I mean, I at least have heard Nisha Lagiro by IPDC, but we wanted to listen to it together,
Hmm.
right? That's something that we haven't done. So let's do it.
Let's get started.
Let's do it. All right. Three, two, one.
I like the backing vocals of IPDC.
Oh, nice.
নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে
হাসন রাজা প্যারির প্রেমে মজিল রে হাসন রাজা প্যারির প্রেমে মজিল রে
নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে
I love the chemistry.
Hmm. The way they are looking at each other.
Also, their facial expressions
Facial
and everything.
expressions.
Singing while smiling.
That's the USP of IPDC.
It makes you smile. My cheeks hurt while listening to IPDC.
ছোট ফটো করে হাসন দেখিয়া চাঁদ মুখ ছোট ফটো করে হাসন দেখিয়া চাঁদ মুখ
হাসন জানির মুখ দেখি হাসন জানির মুখ দেখি হাসন জানির মুখ দেখি জন্মের গেল দুঃখ নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে নিশা লাগিল রে
বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে
হাসন জানির রূপটা দেখি ফালদি ফালদি ওঠে ফালদি ফালদি ওঠে হাসন জানির রূপটা দেখি ফালদি ফালদি ওঠে
সিরাবারা হাসন রাজা সিরাবারা হাসন রাজা বুকের মাঝে কুটে
নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে
হাসন রাজা প্যারির প্রেমে মজিল রে হাসন রাজা প্যারির প্রেমে মজিল রে
নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে নিশা লাগিল রে
বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে
বাঁকা দুই নয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে
All right. Chanchal Chaudhary was just not recognizable. I mean,
I
you look
told
at
you
him in Hawa and
he is a chameleon.
he's yeah, wow, wow. That was a completely different person.
Mm, yeah.
Wow. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. So IPDC has this magic
Mm.
that it makes your cheeks hurt. At least for me, it does. So we heard Pranosokire,
Pranasokira.
right? Pranosokire, and it was such a happy song. It was so lovely. I remember that I shared it with you, and first 30 seconds, and you're like sold, 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 sold,
Yeah, I was.
sold,
I instantly tracked you that we have to do this.
sold, sold. And then we also heard
Pure
Puro
Jaga,
Jaga Puro
Pure
Jaga,
Zamin. Yeah.
right? And that was also very kind of hilarious because how they were acting during
Mm-hmm.
singing, right? Although the song was tiny bit different in its message.
Mm.
We haven't listened to one another one, School Khuli Se Re Mora.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have heard it together. Hopefully, we will soon. And in that particular song as well, it just right.
Even if the message is
So
serious, yeah, you can't help but smile because of
yes,
the treatment that they do.
yeah. So here it was why I was smiling because the chemistry, first of all, was lovely, very sweet, and Chanchal Chaudhary's expressions were gold, gold. I mean, yeah, I think anyone would melt in front of those expressions. I think this guy would have a silver tongue. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. The way he was smiling, the mischievous smile that he had.
He must be extremely charming in real life. He must be extremely charming, very charismatic,
Yeah.
but would have a silver tongue. And if ever he gets into politics, I think he might sweep. All right. Yeah.
Anyways, so what did you like the most about this track?
Yeah. So first of all, I couldn't find a good translation of this
Same
song,
here.
the lyrics, right? And even though I tried to translate it, it was a very bad translation. I don't know why, because it might be some other dialect, or I mean, it's coming from Hassan Raja, as far as if I'm not wrong, right? And
Hmm.
it's an old folk
Folk
song,
song.
Hassan, right? And it mentions Hassan Raja, and then I looked him up, and he's again a bowl
Hmm.
singer,
Hmm.
the minstrels that Bangladesh usually has, right? Or the greater Bengal area. Um, he sung that. Although his Wikipedia says that he conformed to the Baul culture, as well as he conformed to Sufism.
Hmm.
This uh, felt like a very romantic
Yeah.
um, ballad,
Hmm.
do it, right? So I don't know. Maybe again, I'm interpreting it completely wrong. It felt like it because how they performed it. Again, it's an interpretation. If you
Hmm.
perform it certain in a certain way, it becomes that way.
Yeah.
So, but again, Chanchal Chaudhary's voice, Meher Afroz Shaon's voice, both of their voices were lovely. But what I liked the most was again the chemistry
Hmm.
that was just spilling over. Even if you don't watch the video, it you will feel the chemistry in the
Yeah.
audio.
Yeah. So it reminded the chemistry between them reminded me of kind of a movie song from Bollywood, Aankhon Ki Gustakiyan. So it was just the way they were
Oh
the
my god!
the playfulness in their eyes and the way they were communicating with each other, the message that they were trying to, the subliminal messages that they were trying to
Oh my god!
communicate, it felt like the same. And I think the song is also kind of similar lyrically, or at least in terms of message, But what I like the most about this particular rendition, because there are a lot of renditions of this particular track
Yes.
that you can find on YouTube. And what IPDC does brilliantly every time is that they try to stay grounded and to their roots. So they don't really overdo anything in terms of instrumentation or the musical arrangement that they do. It feels like a Bangladeshi track, right? You can completely identify it. Whereas if you listen to the Wind of Change version, it's completely
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
with the modern musical arrangement, with the English lyrics thrown in. And what I don't like about that is it's okay to redo a track with modern sensibilities. I mean,
Fusion.
yeah, the fusion is fine. Most of the people might not like initially, but you owe an explanation. That's what I feel. That's why Coke Studio Bangla or other platforms, they have backstory to a track, why they did this particular track in a certain way. But this I does not find with the Wind of Change. They just do the fusion, and they just present the fusion that they have created. There is no sort of explanation of why the hard work has been put to modify the track to an entirely different genre. But why IPDC trumps in that particular case is that they stay to their roots, to the original texture of Bangladeshi music, and this is why I love IPDC, staying true to their
I mean,
identity.
they do folks, right? They do folk music.
Hmm.
Um, I had a couple of thoughts in my mind, but first of all, about the wind of change, right? So I've heard their version as well. Papoon sang it, so I sang it, and I mean we love him,
Hmm.
but yes, I also did not like it. Although, even though I didn't like it, I would never ever discourage experimentation, right? So what Vinochin does, they experiment, they do fusion, they try different stuff, they try unorthodox stuffs
Hmm.
in a manner,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And I mean, you have audience, you have market for everything everywhere. So
Hmm.
there would be a market for that version, right?
Could
There would be
be.
people who would love that version above everything else,
Hmm.
right? And individually, it's music is very subjective, right? Music is very very subjective. It depends on age, it depends on environmental variables, it depends on again, I repeat this, what you have eaten in the dinner, right?
Hmm.
And it will affect you. So their version, I personally did not enjoy it, but I personally enjoyed this one. I enjoyed Onimus Ray's version as well. That was brilliant as well. But this one, I have this bias toward IPDC because it just makes me happy, right? It has this charm, it has this sweet charm to it. Again, I'm just gonna mention Pranosokire. How I mean, whenever, even now, when I listen to it, I even if I'm just hearing the audio, I have the smile on my face,
Hmm.
and this is what I enjoy most. Right? It it it's positively affects you. It
Hmm.
makes your life better. It increases your quality of life.
Yeah, I would conclude from my side by saying that their work, IPDC's work, always feels like authentic Bengali music, and that's why I love their renditions more than other platforms in general. I completely I'm on board with you on the thought that experimentations and adapting to modern sensibilities should be encouraged. Um, I personally think that on some occasion it's kind of requires some sort of explanation of the hard work that you have done. So even in the description, if you put that particular bit, it would be sufficient for more people to digest it better. That's what I feel, because even in the descriptions of Wind of Change, we don't find a lot of details why this track has been done in a certain way. So that's my only beef. That's my only beef with them. But anyways, I think this was again, once again, beautifully done, and I'll let our viewers decide which rendition do they like the most and what is their favorite version. Probably they like something entirely different, another rendition of this particular track. So do let us know. And until next time, then take care. Goodbye.